No music. Good ball, pitch. Shit just froze. People can play the music more and get a copyright
Davis.
What's up,
strike.
AI?
What's up, man? I've been looking forward to meeting you.
Oh man, pleasure.
Yeah. Hey, you get a little bigger in the off season, man. You looking pretty swole nowadays.
Yeah, man, I've been eating a lot.
Oh,
Eating.
for real?
Yeah, about 5-6 meals a day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
But you got a personal chef, or you cooking for yourself?
Oh no, I'll cook myself. I'll cook myself.
Oh wow. Yeah. Hey, I got a big kitchen in my new spot. You can come through cook for me sometime.
Oh, for sure, for sure. You like pasta?
Yeah. Is that your favorite thing?
My favorite thing to cook: pasta,
Oh.
Alfredo
Oh, no.
sauce, and chicken.
What
Alfredo
the
sauce and chicken.
fuck?
Hey, I can get down with that. Okay.
Sure, we'll do
okay.
it. Set it up.
All right, man. We'll do that. Hey,
All
have a
right.
good game, bro.
You too, man. Good luck.
See you soon.
Made friends. The new NBA.
We've got NBA
not gonna play
basketball
like
in
that at
store
all.
and we've got time for a quick.
Well, guys,
it's all paid off in the long run, though. Thanks, DA. Now, about midway through the season, a couple teams starting to slide, and
He's
they're
feeding the
desperate to
team.
turn things around.
but does that
Try to
mean
get
that
an A+.
desperate means you've got to make a bunch of changes, or do you go back to some of the things
Embiid,
that had you in a position where we were
Durant.
talking about you in a positive
Well,
manner?
you want to remember your mission statement, don't you? What did we begin the season with?
Right. What did we come out of training camp?
Yes.
What was our mantra coming out of training camp? And maybe late November into early December, we won 7 to 10 games. Well, guess what? Break out that film. Let's sit down. Let's talk about it. Let's show some of the highlights of what we're capable of doing.
Go back to what we wanted to be.
And then bring it into the next game and show that you're capable of doing it again.
Agreed. All right, let's
pick
set
and
the floor.
rolls.
Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and
The
ready to
easiest
go.
thing to do.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, the incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Fresh is out there with Smith, and it's Durant in at the 3. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And he sinks the second. Here's Fresh. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. To the middle, here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Always a treat to watch Simmons operate in that screen and roll. His IQ is just simply off the charts.
And the Pelicans with the possession. It's a 3-point game. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
What I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what.
Look at that jam.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
Yeah, I
You
think him
can't
a
let Simmons
nice
get going
pick.
off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams
It's
it
like
down
a
like
nice pick.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc.
Oh shit!
And stolen by
Nice
Simmons.
steal. Dunk
Smith
that.
penetrating.
Oh, he
the basket
sucks.
good off the assist from Simmons.
that. Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Thomas kicks to Douglas. Back to Thomas.
Quick.
It's taken away by Smith. There's the pass to Fresh. From deep. Knocks down the 3 ball. Fresh has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
And
Nice.
finished off by Davis.
Great work by the team there to find
gotta
AD.
do something
They
like
make
that
eye
then.
contact, and the rest of that is history.
Fresh, the pass to Embiid.
Oh, this my coach is
Kicks to
pissed.
Diallo. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
And again, Philadelphia
Wow.
turns it over. And he has been on another level this past month, getting Eastern Conference Player of the Month. Fresh.
And the way that he has been able to kind of create something out of nothing for his teammates has been remarkable. Fantastic and timely passing combined with his vision is something that all players should aspire to have.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
To the paint, 9 feet out. A nice shot by Embiid.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pelicans trail by 10. To the middle. Here's Thomas.
Wow.
Yes, and it's with the assist.
Middle easily, man.
Thomas got his first bucket in this one.
Enjoy that unselfish play from Holiday for that swing pass to the open teammate.
Here's Fresh, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of this. That's good from Fresh. Both free throws good from Fresh. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
Yeah, two clubs that rarely face off, East versus West. This is going to be a nice treat for the fans.
Kicking off this 2-game season series, I expect a lot of feeling out by both teams and the coaching staff, and then a number of subsequent adjustments in this one.
That one good for 2.
Terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything
Oh, I should
defensively
have
to stop
dunked.
it. The defense
I'm an
cannot
idiot.
afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range. And Anthony Davis is just as complete a player on the offensive end as you're going to find. Great facing up, great mid-range, plays with the back to the basket. One of the things that is his best quality, Kevin, that does not get talked about much is just how devastating he is in transition. One of the game's greatest runners and finishers. And when you're playing with a point guard who will advance the ball, he becomes that much more dangerous.
Miller inside, guarded by Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Here's Diallo, and stolen by Simmons. Now the 76ers on the break, and then Durant with the jam.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Well, it's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you want to stick with what's working. Until somebody shuts you down.
Here's Thomas. That shot misses.
Nice.
Excellent D there from Fresh. And a wide open look for Simmons. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Smith against Holiday. Out to the right wing. Okafor with no one around. And again, no good by New Orleans. Feeds to Simmons.
Nice.
Takes it off the glass. Simmons got 10
I don't
points.
even need me at
Just
this point.
increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
And Fresh picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here. Miller against Simmons. Six to shoot. Guarded by Fultz. No good, unable to end this run. The 76ers leading by 16. Here's Fresh. The basket good off the assist from Durant. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Brent, we're seeing shorter training camps. I don't know if it adds to injuries or takes away from injuries with fresher bodies. What do you think about that whole philosophy?
I believe that the shorter training camp did lead itself and lend itself to more injuries last year. And one of the things that I'm concerned with, Kevin, just on a physiological level for players, is that what they are doing to prepare themselves for the season as an individual player, working on your weaknesses and doing those sort of things, is not the same as getting in a training camp and preparing yourself for your stamina, your endurance, and your wind. And I wonder if there will be some moves in the next couple seasons about trying to get off the individual training and get back to more of the endurance stamina training so that these little injuries are just not part of a season in the future.
And that one's good. Fresh.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Moore outside. 1:25 left to play in the first quarter. Okidi up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Moore's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Nice.
I still
I
can't
missed it.
believe
That was the
one
Westbrook
didn't fall.
layup.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
No defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
Here's Fresh. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And let's take this moment to check out the point guards with the highest shooting percentage from the last 10 games. You look at Simmons, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Fresh. 2 spots higher. Also someone that shoots at such a high percentage. Top 5 in the league.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
Well, it's about taking smart shots and playing with great control. And that smart shot selection coupled with tremendous pure shooting, that's got them on the top of the list.
Oh my God, how'd I miss that?
Nice
Good
work on the
layup.
boards, paying off with the basket.
Good
And
rebound.
the 76ers lead by 19. New Orleans has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Fifteen seconds left to play in the first.
Oh shit, I almost got that shit.
Shot, high post. The shot missing.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
And so it's Philadelphia taking a 19-point lead.
Getting murdered.
And being a smaller player is a challenge. But Isaiah Thomas always confident attacking the lane.
I just go in there. I've been doing it since I was a little boy. Like, I've always been the smallest guy out there, but when I get on the court, I feel like I don't see any height. So when I go in there in the paint, I expect myself to score or make a play for somebody else. And then, I mean, it just, other people go crazy about it. I feel like it's normal.
Thomas brings that fearlessness, Greg. He's always played with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and he's got a deep bag of tricks for finishing around bigger players. It's really something to watch.
Have that Okidi.
And welcome back to the second
My
quarter of
world
action.
now,
Plenty of
scrub.
basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far.
you rested?
And a comfortable margin here for the 76ers guys.
Aggressive defense in that
How'd I
first
lose it?
period.
Man, give me
They
the
forced
ball,
several
bitch.
miscues.
But you just start to wonder, how did we
Should've
get to
popped
this
that
score at the
shit.
end of one? I think those steals really established momentum in their favor.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh, man.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Okidi.
I believe Okidi open every
Shots
time.
just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Fresh. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Like,
Yeah,
if
the
this bench
onslaught
people out here,
continues.
I'm about
He's
to
been
hoop.
unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to
That's
the coaching staff
bullshit.
here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Zubats.
He playing.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. No good with the triple.
Yeah, a little surprised he missed
Get
that
the
one
ball,
so
bitch.
badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
Here's Fresh. 18 points for him.
Shut up.
5 on the clock. To the paint.
Oh, he sucks. I shouldn't have tried to do that, but
And so it's New
it was
Orleans with
ugly.
it.
We still scored.
Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. The big changes in defensive rules happened right in the middle of your playing days. How did people initially react to those?
Well, a lot of guys had 3 quick fouls, Kevin, because they're out hand.
Need my speed.
Passes it to Zubats, trying to find Chandler. He's got it now. 76ers moving the ball around.
Oh,
Zubats the pass to Fresh. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Zubats. It's stolen by Davis. And here comes Moore leading the fast break. Miller with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against Dallas. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, he's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
So both teams changing it up here. There's a minute 34 left now here in the second. Simmons against Thomas. And it's Miller in the corner. 6 to shoot. And it's Durant with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this
and
quarter.
one
And they
bitch.
call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
They get it again. And the rejection by Zubats. And
Oh,
they
he
get
gonna
it
hit.
back.
Oh,
Okafor.
shit.
Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
Durant,
Jackson
pull
for
up.
three.
That's a 3.
And that's good. Kevin Durant for 3. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, the crowd got in here tonight and sat down,
That's
and that's
bullshit.
where they stayed all night long. Extremely
Should
poised,
easily
which has
steal
led to a
that.
monster lead.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Thomas up top. Kicks to Okafor. Inside.
Switch.
And there's the whistle.
Nice.
3-second violation.
Trying to cut into this lead. Bad time.
He's an
for a
idiot.
miscue.
Yeah, they may have some ants in the pants right here. You just have to take what the defense gives you.
Here's Fresh. He's guarded by Thomas. Fresh, the pass to Chandler. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Chandler's got his first basket.
And you got to like what they're doing offensively, executing at a high rate and starting to pile it on.
Yeah, we're sitting here midway through the game now, and we're starting to see them take more and more control. They look very confident in what they're doing.
Moore with the bucket.
And with that much needed basket, he finally ends that 17-0 run by the Sixers.
Durant for 3. And the three ball is good. Durant's got his third basket of the night right there.
Dirt.
Well, his ability to pull up off the dribble should be illegal for a near 7-footer. Durant showing exceptional body control there.
And so it's Philadelphia out there all by themselves.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Score. This shit on rookie.
wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Fresh.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one.
Damn, he got me all
We've got Thomas, Diallo out there.
leaping through the air and shit.
Holiday, and it's Douglas in at the 3. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half.
Shoot that.
Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Thomas kicks to Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. And the Pelicans get it back. Second shot opportunity, and it's Davis missing. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Thomas with the steal.
Are you kidding me right now?
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Douglas can't hit.
Yeah, they got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
And that one's good. Fresh.
I wasn't
We've seen
expecting
that
it
movie
back
a few
like that.
times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Double team on Thomas. Holiday against Smith.
You know, it's the principle of it.
And here's Holiday. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Great job by Holiday keeping his head on a swivel, finding his man with the perfect pass there to finish off the pick and roll.
To the inside.
Oh, God.
It's stolen by Davis.
I need to quit trying to do that.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. The feed now to Thomas. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Jeez.
A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the 76ers.
And most of the damage being done by the backcourt. They've leaned on their guards big time, and the plan has worked to perfection. The small ball approach has been the way to go.
Both free throws good from Fresh. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Holiday with it. Now Smith defending. And Holiday kicks to Diallo. Pass to Douglas. Just 5 to shoot. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Superb pick and roll action capped off with a perfect pass to the slashing AD. Leads to the easy deuce.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc.
So good at picking his spots. He always knows exactly what the team needs from him offensively. That's why they hold the lead.
Holiday surveying the floor. Embiid against Davis. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. As we
Nice.
check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
You look at Fresh. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible. Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Inside. Embiid,
Oh, wow. And he missed
And
it.
a little frustration now, missing on the catch and flush.
And sometimes the easy play is the right play. You take a chance when you go for that big finish.
Back to Holiday. Diallo the pass to Holiday. Wide open look.
Damn, he blew
And
past me.
Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Second shot opportunity. There's the pass to Fresh. Tries it again. Here's Embiid. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Embiid's got 11.
I like the physicality there on the glass on full display. Great at hitting the boards and then capitalizing off the second chance opportunity.
Out left to the wing. The baseline J. The shot's good from Douglas. 76ers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Fresh, and he has 28 points for the game. Fultz with the ball. Shoots the 3. Another 3 that time. A beautiful shot from
wide
Fresh.
open like a second.
Fresh has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
Outside Holiday. From 13. And too long on the shot. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Shamet and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Now here's Douglas. He's guarded closely. Here's Davis. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 13.
That's a big-time battle from AD on the glass. You see the athleticism to go back up with that.
Here's Fresh, guarded by Holiday. Offensive rebound.
missing
Feeds to
layup.
Embiid over Davis. Embiid, no good. And so it's Douglas who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Another one falls for New Orleans. 1:44 left to play in the third. Here's Fresh, guarded by Holiday. Pass to O'Quinn. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And the 76ers also making a change. Zubats is checked in. And it's Moore penetrating. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Moore's got 6 points.
Nice job getting it done in the paint. Moore playing a little bit fearless there and showing some good energy on the attack.
To the middle. Here's O'Quinn, and O'Quinn slams it in.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And Miller with the basket on the assist by Thomas.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Passes to Fultz. Here's Fresh. 46 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together. This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
And the shot goes in.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Thomas. He's covered closely. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Okafor. Comes up empty down low. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in the... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
deciding to change it up. There's no longer a
One more
home and
minute.
road designation as far as light and dark jerseys. Is that an issue at all? I mean,
Not really. It's a little off-putting. Some games where you just flip on and your
trying
brain's
to figure out where they exactly.
Where's this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Willis. Ben Simmons is out there with Fresh. Then there's Bender. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Back to Williams. And again, no good by New Orleans.
I break my
For
leg.
Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the
Not
fourth
coming.
quarter. And it's Willis finishing it off.
Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Now here is Holiday. He's covered closely. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
But that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
Fresh can't get it to go. Well, for New Orleans, shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, Holiday focused there and a good job of scoring despite getting whacked.
And Philadelphia making a change here. O'Quinn's checked in. Here's Fresh, and that one is hammered home.
Had to.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Kicks to Hill. There's the feed to Holiday. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Now, Holiday looking comfortable there.
follow
And he gets in
him.
close.
Here's Fresh to the inside. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. And it's New Orleans scoring again. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bender. Down low. Willis. Williams with the block. And he's able to get it back. Here's Fresh, guarded by Holiday. And Bender throws it down.
I like to see Bender be assertive on the inside. A little show of power.
Right side Holiday. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. O'Quinn's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's sent back by Hill. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. Off the inbound pass. Fresh can't get it to go. Nabbing another steal.
And the thief strikes again. He's piled up so
Gonna
many
do
steals
Tracy McGrady.
this season.
And the effort has been there all year long. And now he is tied for second on the list for most steals. Something I like about Adam Silver, he is always looking to break new ground, push the envelopes, and develop new areas of innovation.
Well, always forward thinking. And of course, this league has always done that. Adam has found a new position in the league, having a chief innovation officer in place, somebody that's always examining not only how things are going in the league and maybe being adaptable to change, but examining what's going on worldwide. And you always see the way the league tinkers with and toys with Summer League and the way the G League competition sets up in order to try to find more ways to make the game more enjoyable or more accessible to the fan base.
Takes the 3. The shot missing. And New Orleans will go the other way with it.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the 76ers.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category. And they continually put pressure on the defense.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
Damn, I ain't hitting
And so
nothing.
they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Fresh.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out
Oh,
there,
I
but tonight
can't.
it's just not going down.
Holiday gets the
They hitting
bucket.
everything.
And finally, hitting their stride. This is the run they needed earlier.
Well, easier to do once the game is on ice, as your opponent sometimes has a tendency to relax.
Fresh can't get it to go. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 13-5 run. Back to Holiday. And another steal for him.
Another legend leapfrogged with that steal. What a year he's having.
You're right, GA. His defense has been terrific, and now he can claim the second spot for himself for most steals. And Fresh picks up the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And we'll see you next time.